anything you'd like.
You're the most stubborn person I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I tell you what, you can get me wonton soup and egg rolls, too.
You might have to settle for hard-boiled eggs, too.
Oh, okay. Now be careful, I'm scared.
I'm too hungry to be scared. Just don't drop me, okay?
Trust me.
Oh. Would you believe I'm still looking for that ring that I lost?
How did you get in?
The drawer was open, and, well, I lost that ring in this house here someplace, and I need it desperately. You see, it's a diamond ring that my boyfriend gave to me, and if I don't find it, he's going to kill me. And I know I put it in that little purse, but I know it has to be in this house someplace.
Well, what made you think it was in the kitchen?
Well, because the other night, at one point, I was in the kitchen having a cup of coffee.
Well, I searched for it myself, and it's not in the kitchen. It's not in this house anywhere. So please leave.
Wait. You know, I just got an idea. I mean, I just remembered something. How silly. The other night, I wasn't feeling very well, so Mrs. Whitney let me lie down for a few minutes, in her bedroom.
Get a load of this. Skylar Whitney announced today the temporary closing of the Whitney Dance Company due to the sudden illness of premier danseuse Martine Duval. The reopening of the dance company will be announced shortly, according to the Whitney Theater's publicity department.
Wow, very interesting. Sudden illness. I bet Skylar Whitney's hopping mad.
Well, Sky and Raven are in New York looking for a new dancer, so I'm told.
How do you know that?
Got an inside line.
What do you do? Spend your time keeping tabs on them? I mean, it's turning out to be your favorite indoor sport, you'd think.
Yeah, so you'd think.
Or is it Raven you're keeping tabs on? Come on, Tyler, don't you think it's time you got interested in some woman who isn't married?
Calvin, I'm interested in all women. Just so happens all women aren't Raven.
Yeah, and it's a good thing, too, if you ask me.
You know, you are really grumpy today, a regular curmudgeon.
I don't know what that means.
Means cranky, as in cantankerous?
Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right. I'm not in a very good mood. Suddenly the world is a brighter place.
Are you addressing me?
I am indeed.
Thank you. But pardon me while I digress for a moment. I'd like to talk to Detective Tyler about something.
Oh, well, excuse me for breaking into your official mood.
What is it, Didi?
I want to talk to you about a client.
Oh, here we go again.
Wait your turn. Charlie Fallon, an arrest you made the other night. Do you remember?
Unforgettable.
And?
The guy's a psychopathic liar. Don't let him smell you.
Oh, subtlety isn't one of your strong points, is it?
That's okay. I'd pretty much come to the same conclusion myself. I'm going to recommend to Mr. Fallon that he plead guilty and hope for the best.
Good.
Thank you.
Hey, Didi, what about that funny story you told me about? About dinner yesterday, the one that involved Mitzi and Cliff?
What funny story?
It's a little long to go into right now, and I'm running a little late. I have to meet Mitzi and take a look at an apartment she wants to rent. That is, if I'll share it with her.
Really? Well, in that case, why don't you save it? You can tell me the story at dinner. How about it?
Detective Damian Tyler, what can I do for you? Sure, he's right here. For you.
Calvin Stoner.
Mrs. Calvin Stoner.
Hey, Star. What a surprise. How you doing, baby?
Fine, how are you?
I'm okay. Hope everything's all right. I mean, calling me at the office and all, this must be a first.
Well, I wanted to get in touch with you as soon as possible. There's a little problem here with my next singing engagement.
What's that?
There's a fire at the club.
What?
Well, don't get excited. It wasn't that bad. No one was hurt. But the repairs on the building will take a few days, which means I'll have a couple of days to do absolutely nothing at all.
That sounds great. I mean, you've been working real hard, You really deserve some time off here.
Darling, what I deserve is a little time with you.
Hey. Do I hear you correctly? Does it sound like you're coming home?
I think so.
Oh, and not a moment too soon.
Look, it'll only be for a few days, but it's better than nothing. I miss you. And keep home fires burning, because I love you.
Yeah, I'll put a candle in the window and all that stuff. I love you, too. Bye. Say, what happened to the lady lawyer?
Didi had to leave. She asked me to say so long.
Okay, miss. Now, you can look around as long as you don't touch any of Mr. and Mrs. Whitney's things.
Thank you. You're really very kind. I can't tell you how awful I feel about losing that ring.
So you said.
Listen, I might as well level with you. My boyfriend didn't give me that ring. It's my mother's diamond ring, and you can't imagine how attached she is to it, and then I had to go and lose it. It wouldn't be so bad, only she'd never lend that to anybody, not even me, and I begged her, please let me wear that ring of yours.
Excuse me, miss. I can hear you fine.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. It's just that I'm used to talking really very loud because my mother's hard of hearing, And in fact, sometimes I wonder if she can ever hear a word that I say.
Yeah, honey. Your mother hears everything you're saying.
You really can't imagine how angry she's going to be when I have to tell her. That is, if I have to tell her. I probably won't get the car for at least a month. That is, if she doesn't kill me first.
I'm sure. Excuse me, I just can't let you go through Mr. and Mrs.
I don't believe it. This is such a beautiful old watch.
Look, miss, I'm really sorry about your mother's ring, but it's obviously not here. I can't let you stay here any longer. I can't take the responsibility. You're going to have to leave. That's all there is to it.
I'm sorry. It's just that I'm desperate. I'd hate to think that I didn't leave that ring here. Maybe we could search the living room just one more time. Please?
No, really, I can't let you.
Come on, I'd be really very grateful.
Well, all right, but you're going to have to leave right away, and if we don't find it this time, you're going to have to come back when Mr. and Mrs. Whitney are home.
Oh, right. You can bet that if I don't find it this time, I will definitely be back.
All right! Pro's got nothing on this arm, baby.
Thank you, Dr. Kavanaugh, for making these arrangements for me.
Not at all. Simply part of what I do. I not only minister, I administer.
Funny, but I've never been a patient in a hospital before. At least not in real life. Only on stage.
Oh, really?
But this isn't make-believe. It's the real thing. Reality. I don't don't think I like it.
Well, now, don't let it get to you. Why don't you just pretend this is a kind of waiting room until we find out how to solve your medical problem?
Small room. There, now I don't feel so closed in. Tell me, Doctor, how long do I get to be a guest in this lovely waiting room?
Oh, just a day or two. Really, this is the best way we have of getting all the tests done at once so we can arrive at a diagnosis.
Oh, diagnosis, yeah. Do you have anything in mind?
Not yet, no?
Then I probably couldn't get you to guess at what's wrong with me.
Absolutely not. I will seem like a much smarter doctor if I make a diagnosis after the tests than before.
Do you think it's, serious?
I repeat, I'm not going to say a word until the tests are in. Now, listen, your friend Bambi recommended me, right? She said I was a good doctor, didn't she?
She recommended you highly.
All right, I'm going to try to keep my image intact.
Of course, I understand that.
Is there anybody I can contact for you? A friend, a member of the family, maybe?
Why? I'm only going to be here 1 or 2 days.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Well, you got to excuse me because I have an appointment down at police headquarters. I do a little work for them, but you're in very good hands, I promise you.
Oh, wait, Dr. Kavanaugh. Look, I'm really sorry, but I'm very nervous about all this.
Well, it's completely understandable. A hospital's not the most comfortable place in the world.
I'd really feel better if you could tell me that there was nothing to be afraid of.
All right. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Oh, that was very good reading, Doctor. I hope you're not acting.
That's not my line of work. I'll see you on my rounds first thing tomorrow morning.
Crisco oil's a light taste for...
Like tiny glass animals when I was a kid, too.
Chocolate.
Where do you want this box?
Kitchen is fine. Cliff?
Yeah?
Wait a minute. Over here. Hey, wait a minute.
I can't. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just so heavy. It feels like a 64-piece China table setting. What is it?
Oh, nothing. Just my 64-piece China setting.
I'm sorry. I have a few more pieces.
Oh, hey, it's okay. I mean, I just appreciate you taking the day off from work and helping me move in like this. Thank you.
It's okay.
Hey, it's really a terrific place, isn't it?
Well, it could be. If you put up some posters and a mirror, maybe some new wallpaper.
Cliff, this is going to be my haven against the harsh realities of the world.
I see.
And I want it to be really incredible. I want lots of pillows and candles. I love atmosphere, don't you?
I don't see how the Earth can exist without it. That's a joke. Well, see, there's this layer of air around the Earth that protects us from cosmic rays. It's called the atmosphere.
And plants. I want lots of plants and birds in cages and a dog and a cat. Maybe a monkey.
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe we better talk this over with Didi and see what she wants. She may not be interested in a menagerie.
Well, she liked the glass menagerie last night. I'm really lucky to found somebody like Didi. I think we're going to get along just great, don't you?
Well, she likes monkeys.
I just hope she isn't really smart, you know?
Why do you say that?
I mean, after all, she's a lawyer, and lawyers are very intelligent people. They get very nervous around brainy people.
Well, I'm a lawyer. I don't make you nervous.
Well, you're different.
Thanks, I think. Tell me, did your landlord break out in a sweat when Didi showed up to sign the lease and told him that she was a lawyer?
Not really.
He must be very secure. You'd be amazed the number of beaded foreheads I see when I say attorney at law after my name.
Didi, I mean, not really.
Oh, she didn't tell him?
Well, she didn't sign the lease.
Hey, wait a minute. You know, you could be held responsible for the entire rent and on your salary. That's dangerous.
She hasn't agreed to take it.
She didn't like it.
Well, she hasn't exactly seen the place yet.
You mean I moved in all these boxes and this furniture, and if she says, oh, I gotta move them all out again?
Didi! Hi, come on in and see the place.
It's very nice.
You're not overly enthused.
There's something the matter. I can tell.
Oh, I'm sorry. It doesn't have anything to do with the apartment or the two of you. It's something else.
Oh, look at the kitchen. It's nice. It's got a stove and a sink and...
Stove, sink. It really is very nice. And if you're still willing, I would like to share it with you.
The affidavit, Mike. It's very interesting. Read in there. This man, Dudley, he's now serving a 20-year sentence in a New York State penitentiary.
For what?
For a whole lot. Read that.
Dated 4 days ago.
Uh-huh.
I, Herman Dudley, hold the following statement to be true. I admit that I was one of 3 men responsible for the so-called Halloween prank involving a dancer named Gavin Wiley. The man I knew slightly, Gunther Wagner, recruited me and a companion whose name I forget, and asked us to join him in a little fun he had in mind. We were in a bar in New York City at the time on 9th Avenue, I remember. Wagner bought us a lot of drinks, and after we got pretty well liquored up, he gave us each a Halloween mask, saying it was time for trick or treat. Then he, Wagner, took us around to the back alley of a nightclub. We waited until Gavin Wiley came out the back door, and then we roughed him up pretty good. Me and the other guy held Wiley down, and that's when Wagner broke the kid's leg. One thing I want made clear, we didn't know Wagner was going to go that far. We thought it was just for fun until that happened. Once, I think I heard the Wiley kid call out Gunther's name, so he probably knew who was responsible for the beating, all right. I've been sorry about it ever since. Signed, Herman Dudley. Derek, this fortifies the motive for Gunther's killing.
Dudley volunteered that statement after reading about Gunther's death in the newspaper. If he thinks it's going to get him some time off his sentence, he's got another thing coming. But there's still no reason to believe that that statement isn't the truth.
The case against Wiley gets stronger every day. And the more time he spends in hiding...
I know, Mike. It's frustrating as hell. I'm no closer to finding these kids today than I was last week. Come in.
Hello, Derek.
Mike. Miles, hello.
Miles, what are you doing here today?
You mean, what am I doing? The autopsy in the Denton case.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got this Wiley case on my mind. I forgot. I'm not even sure if the body's up here yet. Let me check. I'll be right back. No, it's all right.
Derek tells me there's nothing new on Jody and Gavin.
No, nothing at all.
It's a hell of a mess for everyone concerned. I'm sorry, Miles. I wish I could help.
Well, thank you. We just have to wait. Nothing to do but keep on going. I'll tell you, why is it that rotten times seem to come in wholesale batches?
You mean there's something else to contend
I'm
with?
just depressed about something I'm going to have to face.
What's that?
Well, I'm probably going to have to confront a patient with the news that she's... God, you try not to let these things get to you, and it just gets harder and harder. I have this new patient, lovely young actress. Name is Jinx Avery. I rushed her to the hospital this morning for a whole battery of tests.
Sounds really urgent, then.
I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. But I doubt it. Even without seeing the test results, I'm 99% certain that she is going to die. And I'm going to be the one who has to tell her.
To have to do, Miles. Is it really your sole responsibility to break the news to this young woman?
Well, I've only just met the girl, but I guess I'm the only doctor she's got.
I don't think I could handle that kind of thing myself, not with any degree of frequency. I'm just as glad I practice law.
Well, it's times like these I wish I had chosen another field.
I'm sure that doesn't last.
Nah, a lot more times you see people get better, and, you know, you played a part in the recovery.
Well, who knows? Maybe even in this case.
No, I doubt it. Not unless I'm way off the mark. Every symptom she's got points to the... Oh, listen, I'm just depressing you. Why don't we change the subject?
Miles, listen, there's no rush on this Denton autopsy.
How come?
Because I was just given a confession from Mrs. Denton. Now, this is a quote. He was a rat, so I got rid of him with rat poison. That should make your caseload lighter. This seems like a legitimate confession.
Suits me.
Well, I'm just as happy to postpone the autopsy. I'm a little bit weary. I'd like to get home early for once, see my wife. Mike, why don't you and Nancy stop by this evening?
Sounds like a good idea. We'll try to do that, Miles. See you later.
Yes, Ellen. Yes, of course I'll speak to her. Put her on. Yes, Christy, I know who you are. You're sure that's Jody Travis there? All right, we'll stall her. I'll have a car out there at the Whitney house in 2 seconds flat.